All right, welcome to 5,000 Miles, where we react to and review our favorite television shows. My name is John. Brandy is not with me today, but I'm in Philadelphia.
And my name's Vince, and I'm 5,000 miles away on the island of Maui.
And we are talking about Always Sunny, Season 17, Episode 6 today. We are rapidly approaching the end of the season. This episode was pretty cool. Overage Drinking, a National Concern, which is a throwback to Season 1, Episode 3, Underage Drinking, a National Concern, which, if you remember, I haven't seen that episode in a long time, but like Dee and Dennis and Charlie all get asked to the prom by these underage kids that are drinking in their bar, and and Mac's all salty because he didn't get asked, and there's like a bunch of drama that plays out amongst them. Do you remember seeing that one way back in the day?
I remember when Always Sunny first came out.
Yeah.
And I was a big fan of the show. People were like, "Oh, do you just like it because you're from Philadelphia?" I'm like, "No, I mean, like, obviously, that's part of it, but it's also just a really great show." And I went around telling everybody, and I must have watched that first season about like 5 times. But I can honestly say I probably haven't seen that episode in probably like 15 years. You know, it's definitely been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But so the actors that show up, the 2 actors so they're kids, are friggin' drinking in the bar at the very beginning. And the 2 actors that show up are the actors that played the underage kids that they took to the prom.
Hey, guys. You guys look familiar.
Yeah, you do too.
Hang on a second. What are your names?
I'm Trey. This is Tammy.
Yeah, and I mean, like, to be like a kid on a show like this, and then to come back all those years later, that must have been pretty fun for them. And it's pretty cool that they went back and got the original actors, you know?
Yeah, so it's pretty clever the way it plays out. You got Dee and Dennis immediately start to try to bang them.
Let's bang and make Trey jealous.
Oh, God. That's what this is about?
Yeah.
With what?
Like a suburban married drama, you know? A little infidelity.
Okay.
Which is hysterical. And then at some point, Dennis actually does bang the younger kid, and then Dee harasses the younger boy as well, and they end up attempting suicide, which is insane.
Attempted suicide when they drove off the Strawberry Mansion Bridge. Fortunately, the teens survived the crash, although both sustained injuries and will be likely severely disfigured.
So that was
He's like,
plot A.
You're almost as old as my Nana.
Yeah, my grandma or something like that.
I don't want to be mean, but my granny isn't that much older than you.
Your granny?
Oh my God. And then plot B is Mac and Charlie trying to find Frank, who's missing.
Dude, it's Frank!
It's both of you.
Will you stop it? It's Frank that's missing!
All right, well, how is that a psychological sex thriller?
Well, I don't know what it is, but it's strange, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't come home last night? He hasn't been at the bar recently? Like, some of his stuff's missing?
And it was actually kind of cool the way they played it out. Do you notice how that, like, I don't know if you would call it meta or not, but they're talking about what kind of a plot the episode is going to be as the episode's unfolding. And as it's like taking different turns, they're talking about it, which is something that they did in an episode. There was a Meet Cute episode where where they do a very similar thing. They kind of like talk about the nature of the episode as it's unfolding. So they've like used that device before. So it's kind of cool to see them do that again.
Yeah, I like them talking about the genre because they're like, is it gonna be like a soap opera? Is it gonna be a mystery? Yeah, and then it kind of ends up being a mystery because Frank is missing.
Hey, listen, highlight of the episode, I guess it's between Cricket. Come on, man. We get to see Cricket. We get to see Jack Kelly.
Hero's journey.
There he is. No. Cricket! Hey, man.
Shit. What's good, baby? What's poppin'?
You're sure this wouldn't be better to handle at my office?
You have an office? That in itself is a mysterious twist.
No, he doesn't. He's talking about my mom's basement.
Fan service continues. We've discussed this in previous episodes, getting to see the lawyer, getting to see this character, getting to see Tammy again.
When you have a show like this that's been going on for 17 years, you have this wealth of back history and characters that you can go back and reach from, and so
Yeah.
it's always fun when they draw from that well, and you get to see some of the old favorites. Good old Rickety Cricket.
Rickety Cricket showing up, and I'm telling you, I called it when I was watching it, and they were like, "Hey, where's Frank?" I'm like, "They got to go check under the bridge." And for a second, I thought we might see old black man, but then all of a sudden, we see Rickety Cricket. He's got fucking dreads now, and I don't know if you picked up on the fact that there's a chance that Cricket bit off someone's dick.
Hold up. Why y'all saying suspect? Am I suspect?
Well, we don't know what you are yet, do we, Cricket?
If this got something to do with that John who got his dick bit off, I don't know shit, all right? I wasn't there, and I didn't see shit, and I don't know what the dick is, okay?
You bit a dude's dick off, man?
No, I didn't.
So that's where Cricket's at now. He's living under the bridge. He's faking a Jamaican accent. He's got dreads, and he's committing, I don't know, what do you call it? Sex crimes? Jesus Christ, Cricket.
He's like, I didn't bite anybody's dick off.
He's like, I don't know anything about that John who lost his dick, and I don't know where his dick is. So that was great. And then we go back. So he gets the lead, and we go back to see Jack Kelly, Charlie's uncle that molested him. We find out that he's still living in Charlie's mom's basement. And
Right.
I don't know if you remember one of the recurring Jack Kelly jokes about him being sensitive about the size of his hands. But
He had big hands.
no, he has small hands, and he put like fake big hands on them because he wanted that. And then he thought no one noticed that he was wearing fake giant hands. So I definitely thought they were going to like make a joke about Jack's hands again. But instead they just kind of refer to him as being this piece of shit that's still living with Charlie's mom. So great to see him as well. And so that was cool to see those two characters for sure.
Yeah. Something I really liked about this episode was how it dealt with the passage of time, where it seems like a lot of the newer episodes have been kind of dealing with this. Like looking back at, this is 17 years in, and to be able to go back to older episodes and look at themselves in this light where like now they're almost 20 years older than when they started this show, and what time has wrought upon them, you have younger people who were talking about how they were 30
Right,
when
they don't know the difference
when
between
they were in
30
high
and
school.
40.
I will have you know, I went to high school with your mom, so
She said when she was in high school, you were 40.
I was 30.
What's the difference?
10 years! 10 years is the difference. Listen to me, you little shit.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, I'm 40 now. And they're like, what's the difference? And it's like the difference between 30 and 40 to a kid is nothing, but to a 40-year-old, it's huge.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I definitely wish I was 30 again.
I know, right? So, all right, let's go over a couple of the funny stuff that stood out to me that cracked me up a little bit. When Charlie's giving us real early in the episode, Charlie's basically whispering to Mac, and what that's serving as like bringing the audience up on like what's going on, the backstory behind it, in case you didn't know. And then he whispers the whole thing out, and Mac's like,
Dennis and Dee are like super obsessed with Trey and Tammy still. I can pretty much tell by their body language. I think they're gonna try to bang them.
Huh? Did you say something? I wasn't listening.
Oh yeah.
did you say something? Did you say something? And it's like, fucking Mac.
That got a
Couldn't
laugh
care less.
out of me, for sure.
Yeah, I like that. And then also when Dennis and Dee show up at Tammy's house, they've got their motives to go there. Dee's got a gigantic bottle of vodka because they're both trying to fuck both of them. And Dennis has the cologne on.
All right. Hey, Tammy.
Tammy! We were just in the neighborhood, so we thought we'd just swing by and say hi.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Are we expecting somebody else?
No, I was just wondering what that smell was.
Oh.
I guess the lawn got fertilized.
Oh.
No, I think maybe you're smelling a cool spring breeze.
That's like got some kind of pheromone in it, which totally reminded me of Anchorman. Did you pick up on that?
Yeah, definitely.
Like the
because it had some
panther?
sort of, they said it was like testosterone that came out of a bull's anus or something like that.
Super cool, man. It's like testicular fluid from like a bull's prostate or something like that. I know it sounds strange, but it's scientifically proven to intimidate males and drive females wild.
And but it just smelled really bad, so she kept asking, like, did one of you step in shit? And we're like, no, get off the shit.
Yeah, and Dee's just looking at Dennis like, I certainly didn't.
But for any millennial, the movie Anchorman is definitely seared into our memories. So it reminds me of Sex Panther because 60% of the time it works every time.
Right, exactly.
It smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Yeah, all that
One of the
whole scene that
classic
plays out
lines.
with Paul Rudd is great.
Yeah, super classic.
But they said
That smells like pure gasoline.
there was yeah, exactly. But there was a line where Dennis, when he's explaining what he put on, he goes, "It intimidates males and it turns on females." Right? That's how he describes it. And then we see Mac walk into Charlie's apartment. He goes, "What's that smell?"
Okay, well, that smell. Has Dennis been here? I feel both intimidated and aroused.
I'm scared
I feel
and
a
turned
little
on because he's gay. so it worked on Mac perfectly.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
a really subtle, funny joke. That way they slipped that in there. So there was a brief mention also in that same scene of Mac talking about how dirty the apartment is, and Charlie mentions the piss cans.
No, you know what that is? That's the old piss cans. I haven't changed them in like forever.
So Frank and Charlie are still pissing in cans because they don't, if you remember, they don't have a bathroom. They have to go down the hall. So, yeah, nothing's changed there. They're still pissing in cans.
They haven't changed the piss cans in a while. Like, come on, at least change the cans, guys.
Yeah, that was really funny.
And I like the fact that Charlie tried to play off the fact, like, it's like, no, it's Frank that's dirty. And it's like, what? Come on.
Takes two to tango,
It takes two to tango.
All right, take a look around this place. Something's missing. What is it?
A vacuum.
Stop. Come on, man. Be serious.
I am dead serious. Buddy, I don't get it. I mean, how can you be so obsessed with cleaning the bar and yet you live in all this piss and shit?
Dude, it's Frank.
Yeah, totally great.
Yeah, Charlie is definitely complicit in the filth that he lives in.
They live in squalor and they secretly love it for sure.
One of my questions for you was when Frank was talking about his exes, he listed a couple of his exes when he was making the video for the Bachelor movie.
In the storage unit when they turn the TV on.
Yeah, he's making like an interview video for like a Bachelor show that he's gonna be on.
So he says something along the lines of like, "I've had a couple of good loves in my life or whatever."
I lost one to racial injustice. Another one OD'd. I lost a wife to a botched neck job, but that's a whole other story. But I haven't had a love in my life for a long time.
And so what he's referring to, the racial injustice thing, was from the Frank's Brother episode where they were both in love with this black dancer named Shadynasty. So that's who they're talking about there. Shady Nasty, but Shadynasty. And then the OD was from season 7, episode 1, Frank's Pretty Woman, which is one of my favorites, where he proposes to a prostitute at the end and then she just drops dead and they drag her out into the hallway. I don't know if you remember that one, but he was going to marry that. He was going to marry that prostitute. So that was his second love. And then his ex-wife, Barbara, when she finally died, it was from a botched neck job. So those are the 3 loves that Frank has lost. And apparently he's going on to Golden Bachelor, I guess. We're going to see in the next episode. Frank's looking for love.
Yeah, it's not very often that we see like a serialized nature of these episodes where like one leads right into the other, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing where this goes next. I also think it's interesting that they were talking about what kind of genre of show it's going to be, and now the next one is going to be like a Bachelor type show, which is totally out of the ordinary for Always Sunny.
Seems like a great guy. We hope you find true love, Frank. We'll be rooting for you.
Well, that's what you call a plot twist.
Yeah, it ends on Mac going, "Oh, there's a plot twist." So
yeah.
Okay, so a couple more things. When they're first in there and D is using taking a shit as an excuse.
And then let's find an excuse to split off again.
Take a shit.
Too gross.
Well, shit is all I can think about. It's overwhelming, the smell that's coming off of you.
To try and get him alone. He's like, "Where were you? You were gone for 20 minutes.
There he is.
Thought you were taking a shit.
Oh, no, come on, don't be silly. It's just the excuse I made to sort of peel off and be alone with you.
You were in the bathroom for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I took a shit.
She's like, "Yeah, I was taking a shit." The whole her taking a shit thing was like cracking me up because it was disgusting but funny at the same time. So I definitely laughed at that part. Okay, so also when they're figuring out, or when they get into that storage unit, right, and they see Frank with all the boner pills, and Charlie says something like, "Yeah, well, Frank said when he dies, he wants his heart and his dick to explode at the same time." So like that that line is funny, and Charlie goes, Charlie goes, do you think Frank killed himself? Mac's like, well, if he did.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dude, that's not good. Frank always said he wanted his dick and his heart to explode at the same time. Dude, did he kill himself?
If he did it hard as a rock.
He was hard as a rock. There was like, as far as the episodes in this season, I didn't think this was like the strongest one. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's not a standalone episode. It's going into the next one. So it's kind of hard to judge part one of what could be it could be a 3-part episode. Who knows? We got 2 more to go.
Yeah, and so it's also really cool to see that even if the episode by itself wasn't fantastic, all the elements that they brought in, where we get to see a lot of they're making a lot of references to older episodes, and they're bringing back a lot of old characters.
Cricket.
I'm not going to complain about them doing a little bit of fan service. No one's ever mad about that.
No. And then, of course, when they find out about the attempted suicide, Dennis shows no remorse. He's like, I feel nothing. I have no feelings.
I could definitely kick his ass now, right? He's all jacked up.
What?
You're not gonna make me feel bad about this, okay? I don't feel bad. I don't feel anything.
So that's something. We know Dennis is a sociopath. It's always good when the show reminds us that nothing's changed. Dennis is at fault. He has no feelings. I think there's an episode where he like carries around a piece of glass in his pocket so that he can like squeeze it to show emotion or something. So this was him going, yeah, I feel nothing. So yeah, man, listen, it's a good episode. Not a great one. We're in the middle of the season we're 2/3 of the way through. We got 2 more to go. So I'm putting this one in the win column though. If I'm giving it a rating, I'd give it 4,000 out of 5,000. That's how I feel about it. How about you?
I'm going to give it 3,219 miles.
Ooh, that's the first one that we went below 3,500. That's all good though. All good.
Still good.
Yeah. So, all right, cool guys. Well, let us know in the comments what you thought of the episode. We got 2 more to go in Always Sunny. We're certainly reacting to South Park on the channel, and those episodes are going nuts. So if you're into South Park, check those out, man. We're having a blast with that stuff. Let us know what you thought.
This season of South Park has been so great, so go check out those episodes.
Yeah, it's been bananas. So, Vince, do you remember what our sign off is on the Always Sunny episodes?
I would say keep it sunny.
All right. See you guys on the next one. Appreciate it.